Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today, we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as was the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, let's dive on in. So, the overall market is obviously having a massive tear. And I get it. You guys are going to say, yes, XRP isn't doing anything too crazy just yet, but it is trying to get over that 63-cent zone. If we actually look back in time on the 1-year span, we can actually see that we are trying to get above significant levels. For an example, this is a level that we rejected off of back in November, and it caused us to go all the way down to about roughly 58 cents. Currently speaking, as we look at XRP, it is trying to have a breakout here, and I'm hoping that it does play out perfectly. Obviously, we still need to watch it closely. Trading volume has been up significantly, up about 55%. We are actually, currently speaking, if we look at the overall coin market cap listings, we have more trading volume right now than BNB. And BNB is in the number 4 spot. So it seems as though XRP is most likely going to be moving up the list here soon. Bitcoin having a tremendous run right now, sitting at about roughly 40.7K at the time that I'm recording this. Insane if you actually think about it. On the 1-year span, Bitcoin is up about 140%. In my opinion, this is just the beginning of a lot more to come. Listen, I think that this year, coming up, 2024, it's going to be something very special for a lot of XRP and also crypto holders. But outside of that, yeah, we are starting to see a lot of altcoins having some nice runs on the 24-hour span. But I do want you guys to understand how this market works, right? So it goes Bitcoin first, then from Bitcoin it does go to Ethereum, and then from Ethereum it does go to large caps, mid caps, and then pretty much everything else. So, right now, currently, Bitcoin is stealing the show for the time being, but I do believe that soon altcoins are going to have a major run up in the market as well, and we will address that. But outside of all of this, it's kind of crazy that Bitcoin is having this move right now, while, remember, the Bitcoin ETFs still are waiting to have approval. We actually go over here to Bitcoin ETF tracker from Blockworks. We could actually scroll down and we could see all of the major ones that are pending. Again, the only ones that have been approved are the futures. Currently speaking, when we look at the spot, a lot of these are still pending, and a lot of them have hit deadlines so far. Obviously, these ones on the bottom are the ones that we are really kind of looking at, more so Bitwise, Van Eck, ARK, Franklin Templeton, Wisdom Tree, Invesco, Pando Asset, Fidelity, Valkyrie, Global X, and even BlackRock. Now, currently, we have already hit the 3rd deadline. So right now we're looking into roughly January. Seems like January is going to be the big moment for a lot of these. But then after that, we look at some of the other further dates here. So again, with these ETFs, the biggest warning that I could give to anyone out there that is, betting on the ETFs skyrocketing Bitcoin's price, well, guess what? Bitcoin's price has already skyrocketed. Like I said, in the 1-year span, Bitcoin was sitting at $16,000. We are now at nearly 41K. So it's not like Bitcoin has done nothing this year. It has seen a significant move in the market. So when we look at these Bitcoin ETFs, what I said over on Twitter, and of course I could be wrong, I said if Bitcoin continues to move like this, then the ETFs will probably be the biggest top signal. Of course, I could be wrong, but I think they are just bait for dumb money to FOMO in. And again, this is my opinion. Anything could happen. But I will say this, as we really kind of look at this market right now, it seems to be erupting. And this is just the beginning. Again, altcoins are going to overshadow anything that Bitcoin does. Got to remember that altcoins will outperform Bitcoin ROI-wise from now on. And I'm really kind of looking at the altcoins that are undervalued. XRP, it does have a $34 billion market cap, which I've noted many times over on Twitter. But that doesn't mean that XRP can't do a 5 to 10x from here on out. And again, I know that you guys are going to say, Nick, seriously, a 5 to 10x, like, what are you talking about? Like, that's nothing. I want you all to understand that that's just me being conservative. XRP could still go to that $10 to $15 range that we have been betting on for so long, and it's still very well possible. Now, I've seen $20 to $30 price predictions as well. We don't know if those are going to morph into reality in this next bull run. We don't know how much money is going to flow in, but so far this year has been very, very good for the overall crypto space. We are still looking at XRP having a significant run in the market, but we just need to make sure that we are prepared for anything, and we need to make sure that we are taking profits. And I even said that over on Twitter as well. And I said over the next 12 to 24 months, because this is basically the 4-year cycle that we are looking at, you need to make sure that you are doing the following. Number 1, securing profits and de-risking, taking out your initial investment. Listen, if you guys have been in the free Discord, the number 1 thing that I have said this entire year, and a lot of individuals from the Discord have already done this, once you see a 2x on your investment, so your investment doubles essentially, you could take your initial investment out, de-risk completely, let the rest ride up, and guess what? It's all profit. There is no risk on that investment anymore. That's what we have been doing, and it has been working out very well in the market. Controlling your emotions and being patient, especially if your coin isn't pumping. And this goes for XRP because, listen, I feel the frustration. I get it. I understand it. This is also why we diversify. And in fact, a lot of the altcoins that I'm in personally are not seeing a massive ride up right now. Number 1, the biggest one to note right now is Casper, actually. Casper hasn't seen a significant run in the market. A few other ones like HBAR, for example, have not seen a significant run up in the market, but I do believe that they will. Again, right now, this is a Bitcoin driven market. Bitcoin dominance is over 52%. We are still under the wings of Bitcoin. Now, what's going to change? Well, it's going to start to see, we're going to start to see the cycle repeat where it goes, money trickles from Bitcoin down to Ethereum, from Ethereum into other altcoins. And yes, I do believe that XRP is going to see a very significant run up in this next bull run because, again, XRP is unleashed from the shackles that was, of course, the SEC. Also, when we go over to Fiat Leak, we are seeing a significant amount of XRP being traded per minute, which is very, very significant to also note. And it also just shows you how much demand there is for XRP. It's very exciting to see this amount of demand. And we've actually been talking about this a little bit because, again, even during the announcement of the lawsuit win, we've seen well over 2 million traded in the past minute on Fiat Leak, which is pretty crazy to think about. But it's only a matter of time until we start to see this really picking up. Again, XRP surprises everyone because what we see in this market, and I see it all the time with a lot of altcoins, is just sideways momentum until guess what? There's no more sideways momentum. Then we start to see the big move to the upside. And XRP is a perfect example of doing this multiple times around. 2017, 2018, big surprise. Even during 2021, although we only went to $2, it was a big surprise. A lot of people were not prepared for XRP's move because they didn't think that XRP was going to see a significant run up to the upside. And although, yes, it didn't create a new all-time high, it's also significant to note the fact that it was in the middle of a lawsuit. It was delisted off of major exchanges. The overall sentiment behind XRP was fairly negative, and it still accomplished $2. So what do you think happens in this next bull run with all of the information that we know? The 500 plus partnerships that might be leveraging on-demand liquidity with XRP, all of the partnerships that we do know that are leveraging XRP with on-demand liquidity, all the partnerships that are leveraging the XRP ledger for stablecoin initiatives and even tokenization initiatives. And that's just scratching the surface. There is so much more substance here behind XRP than ever before. So as we do talk about this next bull run, I could still see XRP hitting that $500 billion market cap zone to roughly almost $1 trillion in market cap. And for those out there that are sitting there saying, Nick, are you absolutely crazy? No, I'm not. The ETP for XRP this month apparently goes live in Europe. That's a big thing. Also, outside of that, institutional grade recognition and adoption seems as though it's being focused on heavily. And it seems as though XRP is being talked about a lot more now than ever before from the institutional side. So as we really kind of look at XRP, I think that's it's in an incredible position, especially for this next bull run. Also, like I said, talking about the altcoin market, big shout out to Blockchain Backer. You guys do know Blockchain Backer, then again, you don't need any introduction on who he is. He's been around the space for a while. We do see today, Bitcoin and Ethereum hit the highest prices since May of 2022. Altcoin Market teasing the great escape. And this was just from the 2nd. This is almost 2 days old now. This is the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin. And we do have, of course, the Wyckoff accumulation chart up there with phase A, B, C, D, and of course, E. And it seems as though we are in the phase E zone right now, waiting for, of course, the big breakout. Now, the big question is, will the altcoin market cap create a new all-time high? In my opinion, I do believe it will. Again, I have my eyes set on the overall market cap of crypto going to roughly about $5 to $7 trillion. Now, again, I could be wrong on that, but that is my overall viewpoint. But also we have the idea of why you shouldn't follow, again, the herd. The hardest part of the game is going against the majority and what your emotions are telling you. And here we have, the overall view of what comes next. And we even have the top as well. Like what comes next, $100,000 for Bitcoin was the top result with 64.4%, right at the top of Bitcoin, by the way, with Bitcoin equals $20,000 being 35.6%. And of course, we do see Bitcoin going all the way down to about roughly $15,000. When you see what comes next, Bitcoin equals 40,000, Bitcoin equals 12,000. And it just goes to show you, right? Like as we look at the space, always go against the herd. You have to always be your own self, and you have to make sure that you are thinking for yourself in this space. Because even with XRP, if I listened to what everyone told me about XRP, I would not be a holder of XRP. And again, like that's the number one thing right now that also tells me why XRP will see a significant run up in the market in this next bull run. That very well could be happening right now. And technically speaking, it is, because listen, halving is coming up. The 4-year cycle aligns perfectly. Liquidity seems to be improving. Bitcoin being up 140% in the 1-year span is very significant. You could see on the all-time chart, I mean, this thing is starting to have a pretty big breakout to the upside. Again, this is just the beginning, in my opinion. And when we look at XRP, when we really kind of look at XRP today, there is so much still negativity spewing around every corner of this market, telling us that XRP is not going to make a new all-time high. XRP is too overvalued. XRP has too high of a market cap. Ripple is dumping XRP. XRP this, XRP that. And although there still is a lot of bullish content on XRP, it's such a small percentage of what we are actually used to seeing on X, on YouTube, within the YouTube comments. Again, this tells me that there's going to be a lot of people that will be selling at $1, at $1.50, at $2, at $2.50, all the way up to the all-time high. And then all of a sudden, once we break over the all-time high, well, all those people that sold, well, they're going to miss out on the possible $5 to $7 to $10 to $15 plus ranges. Now, again, are those prices going to happen? We don't know, which is, again, why I go back to the securing profits and de-risking, making sure to get your initial investment out and also taking some profits off the top, because you never know what's going to happen next in this market. It is extremely volatile. We're still in a very speculative market, and we need to make sure that we are, taking care of ourselves financially and making sure that we are securing what we have been waiting for forever now, which is, of course, profits. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, this has been Nick. Peace out.